I asked Rob if he would like to come to church with me. I asked several times, and he always just said no, and that was fine. And I kept going, and I just started praying that God would bring him to church. And gosh, it was a good year and a half, 2 years later. One Saturday, he just looked at me and said, would you like it if I went to church with you? And I said, I would love it if you came to church with me. And the next day he came, and then he started coming off and on, not regular, but off and on. And then he said once that he was coming to church kind of because I wanted him to. And I said that was really nice, but I said, I want you to go because you want to go.
And she did ask me to go to church early on, and I did say yes, but we had a little misunderstanding right at first. I think she thought I would go all the time, and I really meant, well, I'd go with her once in a while, you know. And for me, just to tell you a little bit about me, even though I think I'm generally outwardly a pretty fun guy and happy-going and so forth, I've always had this, I guess, dark side or down. I've been depressed off and on my whole life. I've even had, you know, thoughts of suicide off and on throughout my life. And I've always felt like, why would I want to live forever if I don't even really enjoy, I'm not happy here on earth. I'm not looking for heaven. I still want to be a good person that we talked about, but I just was okay with the idea that I wasn't going to live forever and I wasn't going to go to heaven. That was okay with me. You know, Heather even spoke the last week or two about logic, and even the last couple of years I started using, I've always believed in God, but I started using logic and other things, and I even doubted. I started to doubt, is there a God? Does he even exist anymore? But she's been so right on the last few weeks about the obstacles that we have, and I think I've thrown down a lot of obstacles in my life, but I still have had some. And it seems like the last few weeks, it's just those obstacles kind of melted away, and they didn't matter anymore. And all of a sudden, I didn't have those thoughts questioning about God anymore. So on that Easter Sunday, and many times when Heather would talk, I felt things inside. And just that day, for the first time in my life, I actually felt happy. I'd never felt that before, ever.
And I would say that you don't have to clean yourself up before you come to the Lord. He wants you just the way you are. And he will work his miracle in your life. And he loves you just the way you are.
And right away, I picked up on us being asked to walk on the bridge. And when it came time, I actually looked at Peg and I said, do you want to go? And
he said, do you want to walk across the bridge with me? And I said, yes.
Yeah. Just this happiness came over me. It's been building, and it just happened. And that was a turning point for me. So I've taken the first step. This is my first step in a long journey that I want to take. And I would say that to others too, that Heather's talked about as well, as come as you are. This is an accepting group.